Here are some things that I will always miss about my childhood. Number one, I miss how my stepbrother used to be a part of my family. Number two, I miss how my blood brother wasn't such an asshole to me. Number three, I miss how my family used to do things together. And we used to play games outside in the backyard. Number four, I miss all the old days. Number five, I really miss my dog Demon, who recently died. Number six, I really miss how I was so young back then. You got to enjoy your life while you have it. Number seven, I miss all of the houses that most of the houses that I used to live in. I miss most of the houses I used to live in growing up. I moved a lot, and I still miss some of the houses that I grew up in. Number eight, I miss all the good times I used to have with my brothers when we were little. Number nine, I really miss the way that we used to party every time we were on the bus in North Carolina, and then we'd get in trouble for the things we did when we got home. Number nine, I miss the memories. Number 10, all the good times I had. Won't this be a lesson to all of you kids? Won't this be a lesson to all of you kids? Enjoy your childhood while you have it. Because even though you may not appreciate it now, when you start growing up more, you're going to wish you did appreciate them. And you're going to wish you could turn around and go back. Like me. I didn't appreciate anything in my life until just now, when I started using this puff house behind me. As soon as I started using this puff house, I suddenly remembered some of the good old days. I suddenly remembered way back in my day when I used to do that all the time with my brothers. I never really did appreciate it. I miss the schools that I used to go to as well, especially one in Arkansas in particular. Well, too late now. I had my chance to enjoy those moments, but I threw them in the trash because I never thought because I couldn't see what they were going to be worth now, what they're worth now. And now, I honestly wish I hadn't done all that. I really wish I was more appreciative with my life. I really do. I really miss I really miss my childhood so much now, and I'm only 18. Now I'm starting to wish I could go back to when I was 5, and I wish I could start my life all over again. Sometimes I just feel like I want to cry because I miss my childhood so much. There's something deep down inside of me telling me, you used to do this when you were little. Remember? And that's the feeling that makes me want to cry sometimes. How I used to do these things back in the old times, but I never appreciated them, those moments. Well, now, those moments are coming back to me, and I'm starting to wish that I did appreciate them back then. Those were good times. Back in the early 2000s and the 2010s. It's hard to let go of the past, especially when that past is your childhood. So, for those of you kids growing up out there who are watching this, don't be fooled. Appreciate the life you're living while you can, because when you're growing up, you may miss those moments you're having. Any moments you're having may come back to you, and you're gonna miss those, and you're gonna miss being that age. Okay, you really are. You're gonna miss being a kid when you're 18. And you're gonna wish that you could turn around and go back. This is a message for you guys. If you see an old man or an old woman, don't make fun of them, because they've had really good moments in their lives just like you. And when you make fun of them for being old, it makes them feel like they should have done more. It makes them feel like they should have done more in their life. It makes them feel left out. And it makes them feel bad. And in reality, here in the next 80 or 90 years, you're going to be in that position. And you're going to find out how they felt when you made fun of them. Of course, it won't be them making fun of you back, because the people you made fun of are already going to be long dead by then. Life's too short. But you'll be getting made fun of by some other kids in your era. And then you're gonna find out how those other old people felt when you were little and you made fun of them. So if you see elderly people, don't make fun of them, because they've had a good life and you're living a good life. So appreciate the life you have while you have it, because you only get so long on this earth. Because you only get so long here on earth. And when it's your time, you're going to reflect back on all the moments you had here on earth. All the good times you had, all the people you met, all the friends you made, and you're going to wish you did a whole lot more. There are some memories that you're probably going to regret. I'm not going to lie, you are going to regret some things you did in your life. But most importantly, all the good experiences you had are going to come back to you as well. There's going to be some things that you're going to wish never happened. And there's going to be some things that you're not going to want to relive. But most importantly, there's gonna be some things that you're gonna miss doing, like me in this puff house. I used to make puff houses all the time with my brothers when I was 7, and I really never appreciated it, and now I appreciate every second of it. Now I'm starting to wish I can go back in time and relive those good old days. But I can't. I just can't. So this is a message to any children who are watching this. Enjoy your lives while you still have them. Because later in life, you're going to realize exactly what you're not appreciating is worth more than gold. All the memories you're having growing up right now, all those moments you're having right now growing up, they're going to come back to you, and you're going to realize that they're worth more than gold. Especially in my generation, I really miss living in the early 2000s. I really miss living in the 2010s and everything that came after that and everything in between as well. I mean, it wasn't easy. I know that's for sure. And there were some things that make me wish I never existed. But the good moments are all that matter. So you have to cherish those moments. You have to treasure those memories because later in life you're not gonna when you start to get old, you're gonna things are gonna start coming back to you, and you're gonna remember all the times you had living like this, and you're gonna wish that you did more. Sure, you might wish you did more, but chances are you're probably going to be satisfied with all the good times you had. You're going to wish that you could start your life all over again. You're going to wish that you did more in your life. You're going to miss the good old times. You're going to miss your generation. And once it's gone, it's gone. You can't get it back. So don't be angry throughout your childhood. Cherish your childhood. Realize your childhood. Make good memories out of your childhood. Because when you start to grow up, because when you get older, you're going to be too busy. And you're going to look back on your childhood when it was all easier. And when you had all this time to play and all that. And you're going to remember how your parents kept a roof over your head. And you're going to remember your time growing up as a minor. And you're going to wish you did more in your life. And there's no way to go back at all. And some of you are probably going to get depressed listening to this message. I'm sorry. There's really nothing I can do about that. I just wanted to bring you guys this message while I still have time. You only get like 60, 70, 80, 90 years, maybe 100 years if you're lucky. So you gotta live your life the best you can, because once your life is over, or near over, you're gonna remember all the things you did in your life. And you're going to wish you could go back in time, but you can't. You can't. So, enjoy your childhood while you can. Enjoy it. Because good things that have happened to you in the past, you probably just didn't even notice them. And it's hard for me to sit here and keep my cool for the camera knowing that I really want to cry right now because I miss my childhood so much. And it takes a man to let that out. Okay? It takes a real man to admit that I want to cry right now. But look on the bright side. 7 years ago, when I was 7 years old, I didn't even have a YouTube channel. I didn't start YouTubing until I was 16. So there are some improvements that I made in my life. And there are some downfalls that I made in my life that make me wish I never did those things. But most importantly, all the memories are still there. They're right up here, and they won't go away. And I don't want them to. So, for those of you kids watching this right now, my best advice to you is to enjoy your childhood while you have it. cherish it, treasure it, do whatever you have to. Because, like I said, you're going to remember your childhood when you get older, and you're going to wish you could go back in time and relive it, but you can't. You can't. Like and subscribe. Leave a comment. Click the bell. I'll see you in the next one, O'Brien Army. I miss my childhood so much I feel like crying already.